Welcome back to Sunrise. The time is 6:18, which means it is time for the one and only Tico Mi Elmo. Good morning. How are ya?
What is happening in this place?
Hi.
Great morning.
You got the red shirt on.
Look here. Officially, that's my favorite one.
Yes, I love that one.
Forget Tikimus Maximus. Forget Teeks with the cheeks. Forget Ticos.
It's
Tico Mi Elmo.
Yo, no, come for Dennis, please, and thank you. Come for him.
No. Dennis, stay right where you are. Another one.
Can we please go to the headlines?
Yes.
Is that okay? Can we do that? Let's go, shall we? Great morning, everyone, especially to my faves on YouTube. Great morning to you. All right, focus on Dennis. Let's go. Headline one. Ready?
Yes.
One.
Thank you.
We're ready.
Education Ministry implements initiatives for the sector. So the Ministry of Education has implemented new programs for teachers and parents with the hope of improving engagement in the sector. One program for future principals and another for parents. The Ministry of Education has redoubled its efforts to strengthen communication and engagement between the various parties that can impact the sector's growth. Though the focus has traditionally been centered around students, additional attention is now being given to teachers and parents. So for teachers, the Aspiring Principal program is expected to move them one step closer to their dream. Minister Favour Williams at a post-cabinet briefing on Wednesday announced the results of the initiative thus far. But the Aspiring Principals program isn't the only initiative that's performing really well. The Parent Mentors Initiative, the minister says, has also yielded great results. Areas of focus include care and support for children, as well as substance abuse or substance use as well. Minister Williams says another 85,000 parents are expected to begin training at the start of the new school year, right? The program even has a sector dedicated to fathers, known as Men Who Mentor. The program is designed to train fathers who will in return train their young boys to become great men and fathers of society.
I like it.
Along with these programs, the ministry will be launching new initiatives in the near future. Minister Williams is hopeful that the collective effort will help to move the education sector forward.
Okay, right. Interesting.
Nice,
I
right?
really like the parenting part because having been in the classroom, I've seen like parents come and I'm like, I don't know what to do. Me don't know. Like,
I think the parents don't know, or you're saying you don't know what to do about the parents?
The parents are telling you,
Right.
sir, anything you can get, anything you can do, come and know, you know?
Yeah.
Like, me don't know.
But also, speaking of being in the classroom, I know that studies have shown that there's a direct correlation with children who perform in a more positive way with the involvement of parents.
Definitely.
So I love programs like these because I always say, education is never a drop your child to school and what them do is what them do. Education is such a group project and the group has to be involved in the group project to get the best outcomes, right?
Absolutely.
So I love the involvement of the principals, the parents. It's like all stakeholders are now on the same page because we're doing this together. We have to put a nip into the bud and really get the next generation. We can't lose them.
I love the fact that it has expanded. A lot of focus is always on the children. So the fact that, yes, the parents, but also the teachers now having the aspiring principal, for those persons who have those aspirations to have focus put on them. We love that for them.
I mean,
great initiative.
the truth is that some teachers distinguish themselves as educational managers.
Right.
I mean, I don't know what this program will do because that's different from what existed before because you do have NCEL, which is an excellent, the national, it's basically the College of Educational Leadership.
Okay.
So like if you want to be a principal, you can go to NCEL and you can like do this course. It's like you have postgraduate work that you're doing and you're learning to manage educational institutions because far too long we take a good teacher and make them a head of department. They're not necessarily a good leader, They're a good teacher,
That's their skill set.
And then you lose a great teacher to administration. Whereas there's some teachers who aren't the best teachers, but as a school administrator, they are stellar.
And when it comes to logistics and operations, them that.
So like, you need to be able to identify that kind of talent and just
Absolutely,
Direct it.
absolutely. And we have some more good news, in my opinion.
All right.
Private healthcare company introduces new dialysis machines. Jacqueline Pharma and Medical Services, a subsidiary of Jacqueline Group of Companies, has acquired a total of 12 new dialysis machines with the intention of making dialysis treatment more affordable to Jamaicans. This Fresenius 2008T hemodialysis machine, one of the latest models of dialysis machines from European healthcare company Fresenius. Consultant of Jacqueline Pharma and Medical Services, Sandef Riches, says the procurement of the machines is geared towards making a positive impact in healthcare.
Indeed.
The intent is to make treatment more affordable. So we love that.
I mean, I would hope if their intent is to make it more affordable, is it that by introducing these 12 new dialysis machines that now entering into the market, increasing supply is going to pull down price, I would hope.
Which is typical in the economic model, right?
Right,
The more
right.
access
As
you
there's
have,
more access, it
then
does.
the cost lowers.
Unless you introduce it and then charge exactly what's always been charged, you know?
I'm hoping not.
So I'm hoping that's not. If you're telling me that your intent is to
make
make
it more
it
affordable.
affordable, then is it that you're coming with like low-cost dialysis? Because, I mean, I've not had any family member who close to me who's needed it, but like you didn't hear the story.
Let me tell you,
we
that
were
I
talking
have an
about
uncle
it.
who currently does dialysis twice a week in
Yes.
St. Mary. Good morning, Uncle Earl. And it is very expensive.
Yeah.
It is very expensive, and it's also it's a tedious experience.
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone is coming into the market to make it more accessible,
Mm-hmm.
more affordable, and make the process probably just a little more palatable, then we're grateful for that.
Indeed.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. All right, so next up, we touched on this yesterday with IT and Tommy, but you know, just to reiterate, Kingsley Cooper, Pulse founder, dead at 71. So the country is mourning the loss of an invaluable contributor to our cultural and entertainment landscape. International modeling pioneer, founder and chairman of Pulse Investments Limited, Kingsley Cooper, has passed away. Cooper, whose influence in the industry spanned decades, died peacefully Tuesday night. The model agent was more than just a name in fashion. He was a trailblazer who shaped the careers of countless models and transformed Jamaica's presence on catwalks and campaigns across the global stage.
What was he like, Yendi?
Well, I will say that, so Kingsley managed me for years. He did represent me when I went off to the Miss Universe pageant. And he was absolutely lovely. He was very supportive. He was very even-keeled, very level, very decisive, very clear, never ever shut you down, always heard what you had to say and gave a measured response. And I would safely say some of the best management I've ever experienced. And he really helped me to take my career to another level after the Miss Universe experience. So it's a massive loss, a massive shocker, was not expected, I think, by anyone.
Last week we heard he was sick.
Yeah.
And he was like not in a good way. And I was like, wow.
And
Yeah.
I mean, for him to have to be airbussed, you knew that it was very severe.
Very serious, yeah.
But my heart pours out to Romee, my heart pours out to Safia and to Cole, and the entire Pulse 360 World family. It is a really, really difficult loss, a really tough loss. Kingsley was fantastic, a true icon. Yeah.
Definitely.
Also, the rest of his family and friends as well. It's a very, very difficult one to swallow.
All right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, that's it for the headlines. When we return, Miss Pearly Grandson talks food safety, Jamaica versus the USA. Stick around.